Home has taken so many different forms for me and for my children. Being in the car in England one time driving, and we were in between moving, and I said, you know, I miss home. And our children, one of them said, yeah, I miss home, but where is home? So when he said, where is home? I said, well, right now it's the van that we're in, because that's what home is. It's us together. And it really is just the presence of the Lord has been my home. And we have been willing to go wherever God has called us. But I have to say, every time along the way, it hasn't been easy. We were living in England for a time, and the communist wall had just fallen, and so they wanted to move the headquarters back into Eastern Europe somewhere. And Budapest was the place that was decided upon. I had asked our director if we could please not go on that trip, because I was so tired of being on the very front, the ones who went into a country and got the shaft for everything. You know, you get all the customs that you get hit with, you get with all the rules, don't know how to do anything. There's no other people that have gone before you, so you don't know what to do. And I said, could we just wait, because we've just come out of a war situation in the Middle East, and we're pretty tired, and I just did not want to make this move. I just felt like it was just too much on our family at this time. And they said no, we needed to move with this group. And so I was probably irritated, maybe mad, upset. So I'm talking through the psalm, and I'm saying that I don't want to move to Budapest, and I was told I had to move to Budapest. And it says, how lovely are your dwelling places, O Lord. And I go, man, it's nice that you have dwelling places, God. I don't even get a dwelling place. You know, that's how I kind of talk through my scripturing. The birds have nests in the altar. Well, it's nice that the birds get have a nest. I don't even get a nest. You know, I have to move everywhere, and I have to be transit, and I have to move to this country and that country. And, you know, I was just been grouching through that whole psalm. And I was talking on the phone to my friend, and so she's trying to encourage me in the Lord, as our friends do. Oh, that mean old director of yours, he shouldn't make you have to go. And she says, you have your heart so set on staying. And when she said, your heart is set, I was in Psalm 84, verse 5. It says, how blessed is a man whose trust is in you, who has set his heart on pilgrimage. And when she said, you have set your heart on staying, I knew that I had set my heart, and God had called Dawn and me to a life of pilgrimage. I have known that. When I was a new believer, when I became a believer in Jesus, I remember I stood up and I said, I will be willing to go wherever you call. And I was talking on the phone to my friend, and I had set my heart on I'm going to stay here and do my own thing. So I had to be willing to give that up. Peter actually says to Jesus, we've given up all of this for you. What's in it for us? And you know, sometimes you're like, yeah, what's in it for us? I've done this before, I don't want to do it again. And he says, whoever gives up brothers and sisters and farms and lands, and it was a hard decision. Am I still willing to go wherever God calls? When I stood and I said I would go wherever God called, that question has come back to me so many times, and I've had to answer it over and over and over again. It wasn't easy. I never wanted to move from one country to another, but then once I get there, I never want to leave that country to go to the next one. And he has given us friends in every one of these places, and then I go to the next one, and then I don't want to leave that. And every place he provides abundantly. And what carries me through it is go into the whole world and preach the gospel to every nation, knowing that he is with us. And that, if I didn't know he was with me, I would never have made it through anything. Psalm 27, verse 4, it says, one thing that I desire of the Lord, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, that he will never leave us or forsake us, that he is always with us. And to be in his presence is where I can call home.